Hi, this is Stefan Gonick, Soulmate Attraction Mentor and founder of the Soulmate Attraction Academy. Welcome to Love Talk Q&A, the place to be to get your questions answered about finding and keeping the love of your life. In this episode of Love Talk Q&A, I'm going to answer the following question. Hey Stefan, thank you for the videos. I look forward to seeing more. You're very welcome. Thank you. My biggest question is that I am usually friend-zoned before they give me the chance and after I've already really started to like them. How do I keep this from happening? Thanks and look forward to hearing from you. Okay, so friend-zoned. Many of us have had this experience where we meet somebody, we think, wow, I really like this person a lot, and then we find ourselves friend-zoned. The person says, I like you, but as a friend, not romantically. I don't feel that chemistry, I don't feel that whatever. And it can be so frustrating. So the question is, what is going on here? How do we get friend-zoned? How does that even happen? Well, in my experience, what causes a person to become friend-zoned, what might be causing you to become friend-zoned, comes from what I would say call selfless giving. So what do I mean by selfless giving? So the idea in any kind of relationship where you're getting to know a new person, and this is actually true for platonic friendships as well as romantic connections, is that there's an equal give and take, right? Both people are putting into it energetically what they're wanting, versus selfless giving is I am totally giving myself over to you, right? I am here for you. Doesn't matter what I'm wanting other than I just want to be with you, right? I don't have any wants outside of that, and I'm going to be selflessly giving to you, here for you, doing whatever you want, being supportive of you. There's this tremendous one-way flow towards the other person. And I'm not putting out what I want, which may not always be the same, or even just putting out what I want to begin with, right? It's not even about being different from what the other person wants. But lots of times, somebody who gets friend-zoned, if you say, hey, so what should we do? They'll go, I don't know, what would you like to do? And that's not putting yourself out there. So there's this energy of selflessness. And selflessness is not a turn-on. It's not, romantically, it's not a turn-on. It doesn't create a spark. Ironically, if somebody did the very same thing to you, and was selflessly giving to you, it would feel good in a certain level, but it would not be a turn on to you either. It wouldn't be appealing to you romantically. There'd be this person, it's kind of an automatic turn off or shutdown of romantic energy. So, how do you handle this? You're probably, in a lot of ways, not even aware that you're doing it. So, how do we handle it? Well, the first thing is to realize that where this probably comes from when you meet somebody really cool is a sense of not being worthy of that person and feeling like you have to try and win their approval, get them to like you, win their appreciation, things like that. So that leads to this selfless giving thing again, right? Now, we don't do this kind of selfless giving with our platonic friends because we know there's a mutual liking here. So when we see a friend, we're happy to see the person, and we share of ourselves, like, oh, let me tell you what happened in my day or lately, and if you're going to do something, you might say, hey, why don't we go do such and such? There's this energy of mutuality, and your friend's doing the same stuff. When you're being friend-zoned, you're not doing those kind of things. So part of it is to do some work on feeling worthy. And if that's hard for you, you might have to go into it at a deeper level. And I actually have other videos that talk about not feeling worthy of finding love or a great partner. But just sort of practically speaking, what can you do differently, right? Well, one of the things you do is you stop being selfless. You stop thinking just about the other person, and you start thinking about yourself when you're spending time with this person. So it's like, well, what do I want? What do I want to do? What can I ask for of the other person? How do I meet in the middle? See, if you think of the two peoples like this, it's kind of like you're extending your energy all the way to that person. They don't have to do anything. And what you want to do is extend your energy halfway so that they have to come in and meet you the other half. So you meet in the middle. This is sort of an energetic metaphor of what's happening between you and the other person. So basically, you need to change your orientation into, well, what do I want? What am I wanting here? That doesn't mean you switch to the other extreme and you become totally self-centered and selfish, which I doubt would ever be a problem for you if you're somebody who does this selfless giving thing anyway. But it's not about going to the other extreme. It's about simply checking in with yourself a lot as to, okay, what do I want? And not be afraid to put it out. Not be afraid to pursue what you want. And when I say pursue what you want, I don't mean just the person, but pursue the activity you want. Go to the restaurant you want. You know, the things that you like, the things that you want, the topics that you want to talk about, all this stuff. Now, this may feel a little risky, like, well, what if this person doesn't like what I want, right? What I like. And if I try and go, you know, suggest things and the answer is no a lot, or never wants to go to the restaurants I want to go to, or anything. You know, any kind of things where you're putting out what you're wanting and the other person doesn't seem to be interested, it's not a match. If that's the truth, it's not a match. So that can seem like a scary prospect because you might think, wow, this person seems so amazing. But how amazing are they really if you can't be yourself with this person? If you have to just do whatever the other person wants to do, that's not a match, right? So that's not going to be an amazing partner for you, no matter how amazing the person seems from a distance, just as the person themselves. That person needs to think you're just as amazing as you think that he or she is. Okay. Now, how do they think you're amazing? Well, you have to show your true self. If you're being selfless, then you're not really sharing who you are. Your selfhood is not visible. Be selfless means it's not about me. Myself isn't really part of this. I'm here for you. And that doesn't work. So in order for you to find out if you really like each other, whether or not this person truly is an amazing partner for you, you have to bring you into the connection, right? So yes, that can be scary, but it's the only way you'll find out whether or not this person actually is really into you, whether or not this partner is a good match for you. Plus, it will prevent you from being friend-zoned. Being friend-zoned is a really sad way of being in connection with that person because it just leaves you longing, this sort of unrequited love thing where you're really into this person and the person likes you as a friend, right? And that person might even start talking about their interests in other people, right? And you become their confidant and hearing about all their dating experiences, secretly thinking, you know, you would be so much happier with me if you would just see me as a romantic possibility. But you're just, you're a shoulder to cry on, you're there to be supportive and all this stuff. Supportive, giving, selflessly giving. That's the thing that's messing things up for you in the first place. So you don't want to do selfless giving. You want mutual giving. And the only way you get mutual giving is by putting yourself into the picture, right? Put out what you want. Invite the person to do your activities. Go to the restaurants you want. See the kind of movies you want to see. Whatever it is you do, whatever the activity is, bring yourself into it and find out what happens. Find out if it's a match. If you do this more and more, even if it doesn't work out with this some particular person you're interested in, what you'll discover is that the more you can bring out your authentic self all the time as you're interacting with people, you will start attracting the right partner for you from a distance. Okay? The more you get to bring yourself forward, the more you'll attract a great matching partner for you. If you think about it with your friends, you feel more comfortable being with your natural self with this person, your authentic self, and you maybe have some great friendships already. Now, if you take the selfless thing too far and you do it with everybody, then even your friendships may not feel very balanced and healthy and good. But lots of times we have good friendships, we just save our selfless giving for romantic possible partners, right? So, again, to sound like a broken record, bring yourself into it. Put out what you want, show who you really are, and let the chips fall where they may. And even if it doesn't work out with this person, it will work out with somebody fantastic who is drawn to the real, authentic you. So that's what I encourage you to do. And this is what will help you stay out of the friend zone forever. Ugh, friend zone. Hate it. I've done it myself. Hated it. All right, so I hope this is helpful. I'd love to hear what you think and feel about this video in the comments below. If you have any questions, anything like that, I'd be happy to respond. And I'll see you on the next episode of Love Talk Q&A. Did you like this video? If so, click on the like button below, subscribe to this channel, and spread the love to your friends. And if you have questions about your love life, please submit them in the comments below, and your question just might appear in an upcoming episode of Love Talk Q&A. Also, if you would like to understand the 3 key blocks to finding love and how to attract your soulmate now, sign up for the free Finding the Love You Want mini course. Well, thank you for hanging out with me, and remember, no matter how long you've been trying, you really can have the life and love you long for. This is Stefan Gonick, International Love Coach from FindingTheLoveYouWant.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on Love Talk Q&A.